Be crazy, but we are at that time of year where we can deliver directly, get them right to your house. We normally wait, but we're in the season where no matter where you live, we're going to ship these out. We are doing free shipping on plants. We have not been able to do that in a while, so I would stock up. This is one of my favorite plants. I have this in my garden. It's called Bubblegum Monarda. It is the most beautiful blend of reds and pinks and even a little rose color. It's spectacular. I call it the exploding flower because when this thing pops, it literally looks like fireworks. There you go. Great. Thanks, guys. That's a great shot. Look at how much, you barely even see the plant underneath it. That's how many. It reminds me, doesn't it look like fireworks though? It really does, like exploding fireworks. So everybody that orders this garden, I call it a garden superstar, is gonna get massive amounts of flowers. What are those gonna attract? Butterflies, hummingbirds, bumblebees, honeybees, all the good creatures that you want. It's perfect for borders. If you want to just keep it in a pot like we have here, it's ideal for that. Beds, containers, doesn't matter. Everybody will get 3 of your beautiful, healthy, little bubblegum Monarda. You get 3 of these. You can come in close and take a look. Look how healthy that plant is. It's not been sitting in a plant store for 3 weeks, right? Ready to go. When you get it home, get it out of this little plastic thing, lickety-split, get it into a pot or get it into the ground and watch the fireworks start. Carrie Mobley, my very good friend, incredible gardener, landscape architect. She's done it all.
Yes, sir.
She knows
yes,
all
sir.
about it. This, as I said, this is a garden superstar.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Well, yeah, and there are so many great features about it. First of all, I always like to do this, Guy. Take a piece of the foliage and kind of pinch it between your fingers and smell that.
It's a spa.
Oh.
It's like a spa.
Yeah, well, it's called the bee balm, and they actually use this to make Earl Grey tea.
Oh
and that
gosh,
smell that we love so much, rabbits and deer hate it. So if you are one of those people, and everybody always asks me, how do you prevent deer and rabbits from eating all of your stuff? You line a border with this, they'll come, they'll sniff it, and they will be gone. So we love things like that. So yeah, this is on every single list of perennials that you can grow that will give you prolific blooms and that will draw in those pollinators. It's a nice drippy look if it's in a container, and I love this kind of spilly look. But if you put it in a, in a container, you get that. If you put it right into the ground, it'll just spread for you. It never gets too high. That's why it's great in borders. It is just so darn easy to grow. And that's what Roxanne has done, Roxanne De Palma, with our Smart Solutions. We wanted you to have superstars that you can plant and forget about it. This is one that's gonna come back year after year after year, and each year it'll get bigger and bigger. Is that not amazing?
I can't explain what the foliage smells like. Honestly, if you've ever had a massage, right, and you go in there and there's that smell of like rosemary and mint and all that, it has that combination. And when these heat up in the summer,
yeah, it's like it bakes it.
Yeah, the oils come to the surface and you can smell this in your whole garden. And it's not overpowering, it's subtle, it's beautiful. If you want to get them, we're going to give you 3 plants. It's free shipping and handling. And if you even only have one little space where you want to pop a color, these are ideal for that. You can plant them kind of in a group. You could stagger them out a little bit if you would like to. And you are going to get blooms and blossoms perpetually all summer and through the fall.
Well, yeah, as soon as, until that first frost, and then remember, it's going to come back. I like to deadhead my expired flowers, and I actually recommend that for every, every
get
flower
the pruner
you have.
That we have. Yeah, the pruner.
Get the pruner, right,
works
exactly.
Great.
And if you don't have that, you can simply just pop it off with your thumb. Not only will it make it more aesthetically pleasing, but the other thing is that it stimulates new growth. So we like to chop, 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 and that's true for really for any plant. Now, you are going to be getting the grow guide with it, and these grow guides are so great. They're colorful. They are so informative. So anything that you need to know about it, like how much sun. By the way, this is definitely a full sun plant. It takes the heat. It loves the heat. It's drought tolerant. It loves the sun. It even loves the rain. So it's just one of those easy plants, and it's one of the things that are so unique. I go to about every nursery in the state of Florida. I have not seen a bee balm being sold at any of them.
Ever.
And Guy, gardening is very competitive.
Right.
We want to have those plants that nobody else has. Those plants that, if you're kind of walking around your yard with a guest that might be coming over, this is one of the ones that they're going to say, I've never seen that before. What is that?
And look at how healthy these baby plants are, okay? When was the last time you went to a garden store and saw healthy plants like that? I mean, look at the bottoms of them. They're packed with new shoots. So get these home. You're gonna wanna get them right into the ground or right into a pot.
Right.
Because, you know, they are taking a little bit of a trip. And if you're wondering when you will get them, you know, we have our map, but right now, since we're at the end of April, almost everybody will be getting these directly. If you live in northern parts of the country, we may wait a little bit just because we don't want you to have them sitting around. We want to send them out fresh for you. So when you get them, that's when it's time to go into the ground.
That's very true,
okay?
right.
Free shipping and handling today. On sale, normally $29 for a 3-pack. Today we're doing $24.95. If you've never tried growing before, this is a really good one to start with. It's a real easy plant to grow.
Right, and a fast grower too. So if you've got kind of like a problem area where not a lot grows, maybe there's too much sun there, maybe, you know, your sprinklers don't quite hit it, this is one of those guys. In fact, a lot of the plants that I'm selling today are these super flower producers, lots of color, and I just kind of want to build on what you were talking about with these ship samples. They come packed so beautifully. I actually just got mine yesterday. Roxanne does a great job of sending me out new ship samples just so I can bring them in and show you this is what it's going to look like. Even if you're not ready to plant it the very day they arrive, I do want you to take it out of the package immediately and water it immediately. And that's going to give you a little bit of time so that when you're ready to plant them, you can get them in.
And do yourself a favor, get Spray and Grow. Please, where are you? Get some Spray and Grow. I have a deal on Spray and Grow today, the gallon.
No.
With the sprayer.
That's what I want to be here for that. Yes.
I know. And so there it is right there. If you go to hsn.com, make sure you order this one. We have another one that just gives you the gallon, but we're doing a special where we're giving away that 2-quart sprayer. That's a pump sprayer. It makes it so easy. All you do is spray your plants like once every 2 or 3 weeks. On the plant, it's like vitamins. Your plants, I'm telling you, it's like a 50% maybe more difference in without. It's so amazing.
I completely agree. Well, listen, you get more, bigger, and better, and it's scientifically proven. It's not a fertilizer. It's totally unique. So, in fact, your plants do need a fertilizer, but a lot of times they get that from the soil itself. Spray and Grow is totally different. So you spray it right on your Monarda, and man, you're going to have this twice as big. And it's just, this plant in general is so special, and I just can't, I'm surprised there's any foliage left on this because I keep pulling them off and just smelling it because it's such a special, like you said, spa fragrance. Again, though, deer resistant, rabbit resistant.
And an easy grower. What I like about it, I also love the contrast between the color of the flowers and the foliage. The foliage on these plants is really a deep, deep green. And when those pinks start to pop, that bubblegum color, I mean, it's so exciting. I mean, it's like you're watching your kids grow, right? You get out there and you are so excited when it happens. I'll just kind of spin it and give you different looks of it. But there it is in its true glory. I mean, honestly, does it not look like fireworks? Right? It does. And I mean, look at how thick and how lush it is.
It's got like a canopy of flowers on it. And you can see at the different stages of the flower, you get kind of different colors with it. Just a really pretty, unique plant, a huge, huge pollinator. Like I was saying, this is what is on everyone's list for the best pollinators because it's not just the honeybees or the bumblebees. It's not just butterflies. It's also hummingbirds, and it's
well, it's got that hummingbird color. Hummingbirds like the shades of red.
They're so drawn to that, right? Exactly.
That's why we both wore pink and red. Look, we look kind of like Bubblegum Monarda. Don't we? I mean, I don't wear red very often, but I was like, yeah, I'll wear red today. It's kind of a rainy day. It's kind of a cheer. This will cheer you up every time you walk outside. And whether you have it on your porch or your patio, it's going to want sun. So make sure you get, it's a flower. It is a perennial, so it's going to come back year after year. These are probably, what, year 2, maybe?
Yes, yeah.
So they take, you know, it's going to take a year or 2 to when it gets this
but you'll get blooms the very first year.
Oh, you will, yeah.
You'll get blooms in less than a month.
You will be happy.
And if you're not, guess what? We have a 1-year guarantee on all of our plants, which in my industry is unheard of. To be able to send back a plant, whether it's dead or alive, because it didn't meet your needs, come on.
All right, but remember the Spray and Grow. I'm going to let Carrie talk for a minute on this configuration. Now, we have all sizes.